金龙拳第4式小龙问路。
Before Bruce Lee, fight scenes looked more like dances than battles. Big, exaggerated gestures, punches that never quite landed. They entertained, but they didn't sting. Then Bruce Lee entered, lightning fast, brutally honest, impossible to ignore. In a single kick, in a single glare, he redefined what action could be. He didn't just change choreography, he rewrote the language of cinema itself. Action cinema wasn't empty, it was steeped in tradition. Hollywood staged sprawling brawls like live theater. Samurai films carried ritual and restraint. Hong Kong's wuxia dazzled with elegance and grace. But beneath all the spectacle, one thing was missing: raw, unfiltered combat truth. Audiences had seen stylization. What they hadn't seen was authenticity. And into that landscape walked Bruce Lee. Not just another actor, but a martial artist, an instructor, a thinker with a vision. He asked a simple, disruptive question. What if fights on screen were not about style, but about truth? Behind every strike, Bruce carried a philosophy. His creation, Jeet Kune Do, the way of the intercepting fist, was built on adaptability and efficiency. Absorb what is useful, discard what is useless, add what is uniquely your own. These weren't just martial arts notes. They were a way of life. On screen, this philosophy became movement, fluid, direct, devastatingly effective. Every kick, every block wasn't choreography. It was Bruce expressing his belief that fighting was, at its core, honest self-expression. To capture that honesty, Lee had to change how fights were filmed. Gone were the wide stage-like shots. He demanded closeness. Framing that lets you feel the strike. He pushed for sound design that made each blow resonate in your chest. He introduced rhythm, rapid-fire bursts of motion punctuated by silence, letting the audience breathe before the storm returned. A fight was no longer background spectacle. It became a conversation, an argument told with fists and pauses, with speed and silence. Take Way of the Dragon. His showdown with Chuck Norris isn't just a fight, it's a chess match. You watch Bruce adapt, adjust, read his opponent, and dismantle him step by step. It's story told through movement, tempo shifts, tactical precision, and strikes that are both brutal and elegant. Or Enter the Dragon's mirror sequence. At first glance, dazzling spectacle. But look deeper, it's philosophy made visual. Bruce confronting illusion, breaking through deception, stripping combat down to truth. In that shattered glass, you see his core belief that fighting, like cinema, could carry meaning far beyond the blow. Bruce lit a fuse. Jackie Chan took the foundation and infused it with daring physical comedy. Jet Li sharpened it into elegance and discipline. Donnie Yen carried it into modern, hyperfluid combat. Hollywood directors absorbed his lessons too. You can feel Bruce's DNA in the Matrix Dojo fight, in the clean, brutal choreography of John Wick. The heartbeat of his style echoes decades after his death, and his reach didn't stop at the screen. Hip-hop groups like the Wu-Tang Clan pulled his philosophy into music. Video games copied his stance, his ki, his very image. Bruce Lee became more than an actor, more than a fighter. He became a global symbol of power, adaptability, and transcendence. At first glance, Bruce Lee's films overwhelm you with sheer speed and intensity. But look closer, and every movement reveals purpose. The pauses, the rhythm, the philosophy woven into the choreography. His fights aren't about domination, they're about expression, about cutting away everything unnecessary until only pure truth remains. Bruce Lee took action out of stylized theater and made it raw, human, meaningful. He elevated fight scenes into art, into philosophy, into something that still shapes cinema today. So next time you watch a modern fight, Notice the rhythm, the precision, the silence between strikes, and remember the man who set that heartbeat in motion. Bruce Lee didn't just change the fight, he changed the very way cinema moves.